crypto. You're entering the Chakaverse. Chaka crypto. Welcome to the Chakaverse. We are speaking Chaka facts. I'm not speaking Chaka words. We are making Chaka raps. We call this the Chakaverse.
What is going on? What's up, everybody? Thank you for showing up. My name is Chaka Crypto, and this is the Chakaverse. And we got a good show today. I've been waiting to talk to this project. And if you don't know what this project is, just check this out real quick.
All my Dolphins digital, we keep our ocean livable. Survival is so critical, our time is up, it's pivotal. We gotta save the Dolphins now before they all go digital. We gotta save the Dolphins now before they all go digital.
That's right. That is Digital Dolphins. This is their Twitter right here. I'll leave all the links in the description down below. Let me see who we got in the chat. We got Shaman Says, what is going on? Appreciate you being here. And without further ado, we got Chris Cray in the house, a future star in the hip hop game, bringing the spiritual vibes. And without further ado, let me go ahead and bring up Mr. Chris Cray. What's going on, man?
Hey!
What's up,
Chaka? It's
Chillin',
the Chakaverse, baby.
Appreciate you being here, man. I've been waiting for this, and to be honest, dude, it was a freestyle that you in the Twitter space, and that's what got me. I was like, man, let me check this out. Let me check it, and that's how I went over to Digital Dolphins, and now we're here.
That's so sweet, and it's crazy. You say the freestyling is what got you. It's really a lot of everyone's favorite side to my shows, to all of our Twitter spaces, and even when I'm hanging out with friends and stuff, usually the first thing they say when they see me is, can you drop a freestyle? And it doesn't matter how long they've known me, even if they've known me since I started, they're still ready to hear something.
Yeah, and you got showing some love in the chat. A Rocks Management throwing us some hearts.
Rocks, that's my girl. That's my number one right there. That's my manager. That's my wingman.
Throwing up some Dolphins. Hey, so I mean, let's jump right into it, dude. Give us an introduction. I mean, for me, no introduction needed, but for the chat, for the people out there,
sure. So Digital Dolphins, you guys, for me, is more than just an NFT project. Our Digital Dolphins is a movement project. It's partnered with the Waterkeepers Preservation in Miami, Florida. And with our partnership, we're looking to continue to grow and expand our horizons on cleaning up our oceans, and beach cleanup and coral reef restoration is now something that we're looking at. So we've even learned of new projects doing other things, and we're bringing them together. So because what we're doing with water preservation and ocean restoration, we want to save our marine life, and not just any marine life, but of course we want to save our dolphins. Dolphins, for me, are the guardian angels of the ocean. They look after our humans. They look after even other fish. And when it comes to sharks being in the ocean, that's about the one animal that does not want to come into a pod of dolphins, because that is not their friend. So I am super happy to be supporting such a wonderful movement and such a wonderful project. And with that said, you know, we've started to do all these IRL events. We've started to really amp up the antics and bring people to these beach cleanups, bring people to these toy drives, and really help, you know, give back to our community in a whole.
So what kind of beach cleanups are you talking about? Like, what do you guys do? You guys all get together and just start cleaning up the beaches?
Exactly. So we would basically organize a location where we know is overpopulated, that has an overabundance of trash collected on the beach, and any areas that are being over polluted. So we would want to hit those spots up. We would want to organize, you know, our group, all of our pod, which we call our family and Digital Dolphins. Anybody who's a Digital Dolphin holder is a part of our pod family, and we try to get everybody together. We want to get all of the unity within the community. And we want to have them work together to clean this beach up, because as one person, you can go on a beach and you can clean that beach up every day. But if you walk that same beach, you'll go back and see the trash there the very next day.
Oh yeah, facts, man. So, what is your role with this project? How did you get involved with Digital Dolphins?
It's crazy you asked that, Chaka, because initially I never thought I was going to be a community manager for Digital Dolphins NFT project. Before I was a community manager for the project, I actually was into making NFT anthems. And what these anthems were doing was they were highlighting and showcasing the roadmap, the CEOs, basically the movement behind the project. So I would basically shed light on an NFT project through a hip hop song, and I would go deep into the layers of the project and be able to tackle that project with the lyricism that I put in my songs. I would structure it throughout, so that when you listen to the song, you're not just hearing a song, you're actually absorbing all this knowledge from the project, so that after you listen to the song, you're like, oh, okay, that's what this project is about. And ironically enough, I was approached by the Digital Dolphins early on during their project status, and we met at the Palm Beach Web3 Connect event. It was really great. They had Jadakiss there. It was a super big expo, so I was stoked, man. I got to meet Jadakiss, and that was my very first ever NFT event. So for me, coming from Web2, being in the hip hop industry and transitioning into Web3 and finding my new home, because when I found Digital Dolphins, it wasn't just an NFT project I wanted to invest in. It was a project I wanted to help lift up. I wanted to help raise the bar and set an example for future NFT projects and future holders to continue to raise the bar, to continue to put forth work and hard initiative and good intentions to what they're doing, because you could be a holder out here in any NFT community and never do anything. But if you're with the Digital Dolphins and you're a holder, you're getting involved in beach cleanups. You're getting involved in toy drives to help the kids who are affected by the hurricanes. You're getting involved in live concerts. You get to check out all the hottest spots in Miami. We really want our holders to get that luxurious feel when they come through Miami. And so when I got onto the project, it was just blossoming. It was a young flower. It was a seed. And I was able to create an anthem for them. And that was the anthem that you were actually playing just a little bit ago during the show. That anthem came together by request. They asked me for a 305 Pitbull Flow Rida rendition of how I would explain their project. And that's how we came up with the Digital Dolphins theme song.
Yeah, that anthem is fire, dude. It is fire.
Thank you.
Is it just that 30-second clip?
No. There's a full song.
Will that be available to hear one of these days, or?
I can actually play that for you here in the space if you'd like. Hopefully it sounds good through the quality of speakers. But the best place to find the Digital Dolphins NFT anthem is right at chriscray.com, and that's CRISCRAY.com. You can go right to the mint page. You'll see the Digital Dolphins cover art where we have some of the coolest Digital Dolphins lined up on the page. And that was the cover art actually that you had there paired with the 30-second clip. And you would get that cover art, you would get the full song, and you would also get IRL merch that we're sending out to our holders, like a shirt and a hat that would be of that cover art that you see there.
Oh, nice. And then I'm gonna put Chris Cray's information in the description down below. I'll put his Twitter up there. He has his link tree with all these links right here that you can check out. And this is the page you're talking about. Is which one on here? Is it the Chris Cray Music NFT website?
Yes, correct.
Boom. Okay, cool. And now since we're on the subject, so how many of these Digital Dolphin NFTs are there?
In this collection, that's actually, hold on, give me 1 second, because I actually, off the top of my head, I forgot the number. Right now, there is 345 minted, and I believe it's out of a collection of 10,000.
Cool. So we can still mint right now. So the mint's still open.
Correct.
How much are they going for? I seen that there's a Christmas special going on.
Yes, there is a holiday special going right now, and it is for 0.05. So it is half off, you guys. Half off of this amazing project you guys get to invest in. And you also get to check out initially that mint price was actually 0.1. So we chopped it in half for everybody to get in on that holiday special, to jump in on the wave, and to really be a part of this wonderful pod that we're creating.
Nice, man. And shout out to Eddie T. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate you being here. Saying what's up to Shaman. And then also, where can we mint these? Where can we mint these bad boys at? Where are they available?
That, I believe, is at digitaldolphins.io. It should be right there in the link tree as well. Join us in the pod mint. Yep, right there. Exactly.
Boom. Just hit that mint button if you guys are interested. Half price sale right now. And now, the most important question on NFTs, the utilities. And I've already ran through them, so I already know what to expect, but you got to let the people know what they're going to get by holding these bad boys.
Heck yeah. I'll start off with the coolest one for me. I love the Roomba party buses, and so it's the Roomba Tours party bus that we are partnered with. You get a exclusive tour of Miami. You also get to stop off at some of the most amazing spots, most amazing eatery spots, some of the dopest clubs, like the Sexy Fish Club, Club Vendom, Club Live, even Club 11. All those are going to be clubs that you get to check out while you're downtown in Miami with the Digital Dolphins. But in addition to the Roomba party bus, you're also able to go fishing while you're out there. If anybody in your family enjoys fishing, or if you're a first-time fisher and you've never been fishing in your life and you just want to experience it, you can go out with the Blue Tail Fishing Team, and that's a charter cruise fishing team. So they're really professional. They're really top-notch. They keep safety their number one priority. So if you have kids out there, it's a really safe environment. If you're not sure how to bait your line, how to cast, how to do things while fishing, they will literally help walk you through it, give you the full experience of fishing. And then, of course, if you catch a fish too big for you to reel in, they will call the team over and they will help you reel those fish in. So it's a wonderful experience. They help you take pictures. They really give you something to take home. And that truly for me is really important. And I used to go fishing a lot when I was younger. And I found that the charter cruises were actually the most enjoyable way for me to go fishing. I've been on private fishing boats. I've been on private spots to fish. But those charter cruises, they know all the fishing spots. They know all the hot spots. And they're able to get you guys there in a timely fashion, see those areas, catch those fish, and then get back to land without being completely sunburnt and having to be out there the entire day.
That's cool, man. And then you got A-Rocks saying it's 3,050. I see what they did there. They 305. They put the 305 in the total amount of
yes, 3,050. Sorry about that. That's going to be our mint number. Thank you, A-Rocks.
And so tell me about these party buses, man. And this is all mainly Miami-based.
Yeah, correct. These are going to be all right there in the heart of Miami.
Like I'm over here in Kelly with a family. I got a family of 6 over here, but we were actually planning on going down to Florida, or Orlando, Florida, and checking it out over there. This would be a good opportunity to check out some of this stuff. But what's up with these party buses?
The party buses are crazy. It's literally almost like a rave on wheels. They've got glow sticks. They've got all the different glow devices that they hand out to all the passengers. They've got the music just thumping through the bus. I know on some of the buses, they actually have the roof off. Like if it's really nice out, you'll have the roof off and you'll just be, everybody will be jumping up as high as they can while the bus is moving. It's literally like a concert on wheels. And not only that, you're able to have all that fun on the bus, but still see the entire area of Miami and get dropped off at all like the coolest spots as well. So that is super fun.
That's definitely something I might have to leave the kids at the hotel, let me and the wifey go out, have a good time.
Yep.
You got Stancy Joseph in the chat saying, hello, mate. What's popping?
Hey.
So cool, man. We got the Roomba bus. What else you guys got?
Well, we're also very focused on health. So health and wellness. is one of our top priorities. We want to make sure that you guys are keeping your body and mind in the best shape possible. So we have partnered with Barry's. They're a fitness center in Miami. Holders will get access to 2 complimentary classes, and 1 guest can go with you as well. So it's super cool. Those guys have the craziest fitness equipment, top of the line, and extremely clean, extremely professional. Like it's amazing when you walk in. If you've ever been to an LA Fitness, it's similar to like an LA Fitness where they have the newest equipment, the newest stuff you could possibly want, and then they also have amazing fitness trainers that will help you through your fitness experience and help you through your journey through trying to get your body right. And so that is another thing that I personally want to check out. I haven't got to check it out yet, but I know that, oh my gosh, I've heard that they work with like the Miami Heat. They work with some of the biggest, professional athletes. So if they're working with those guys and they're getting those guys in prime cut physiques, then I think it'd be a good spot to stop in.
Nice, man. And oh wow, we got Chris Ortiz in the house. This is my real life brother right here. This
Chris Ortiz, shout out to you, man. Hey.
This is a special occasion, and since you're in here, my brother, he loves hip hop. I want to play that the Digital Dolphins anthem again, really quick,
Sure.
if you don't mind. I'm gonna pull it back up really quick. Hold on one sec. All right, so for Chris Ortiz, this is Chris Cray right here. He's with Digital Dolphins, and this is the Digital Dolphins anthem that he put down. Check this out.
Digital. All my Dolphins digital. We keep our ocean livable. Survival is so critical. Our time is up, it's pivotal. We gotta save the Dolphins now before they all go digital. We gotta save the Dolphins now before they all go digital.
I ain't gonna lie, I can play that over and over and over again, dude. That's catchy. You guys, that is catchy, man.
Yeah, I love that song. Like I said, when I was in the studio cooking that one up, and they gave me the request upon Flow Rida and Pitbull. As a kid, I listened to a whole bunch of Pitbull, and Flow Rida was one of my favorite artists coming up when he first started as well. So hearing them request that and then giving me a chance to go in my creative bag and pull out just a magical creation of such a fun, loving, high energy, amplified song is just amazing. And when we left the studio with that song and I listened to it in my head like over and over again, it was one of those songs, like you were saying, that you can play 1,000 times and like never get tired of it. It's crazy.
I didn't realize how catchy it was. I did a video on Digital Dolphins a while back after I heard all this and checked out Digital Dolphins. Went to work the next day. I got a 2.5 hour drive to work, and I'm just sitting there, and the song was just in my head, and I couldn't get it out. I was like, man. So I go to Twitter while I'm driving, and I'm playing that 30-second clip over and over and over.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I gotta get this whole song.
Oh my gosh, the 30-second clip. Oh my gosh, Chaka, yeah. We haven't sent you one of my NFTs yet, have we?
No, man, no.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. We should have had you that before the show started so you could play the whole song.
Yeah, the whole time I was like, I can't wait to hear the rest of it, man. That 30 seconds is fire.
Do you want to see real quick? Can we test the sound quality and see if it's going to play well over the speaker here?
Yeah, let's check it out.
All right. Let's see how this will sound.
Digital.
Yeah.
Digital. All my Dolphins digital. We keep our ocean livable. Survival is so critical. Our time is up, it's pivotal. We gotta save the Dolphins now before they all go digital. We gotta save the Dolphins now before they all go digital. All of my Dolphins are digital. Shout out to artists for making them visuals. Dolphins invisible. Even the sharks don't wanna get physical. Tear them apart. I'm part of the pinnacle. Know that we smart, smarter than typical. Keeping our water safe, that's critical. Part of the visual. Dolphins, we jump in the ocean like swimming pool. Lavish my life and we living cool. Immaculate fly, keep dropping these rules. Go jump in the Discord and follow the rules. Yeah, just follow water keepers where the water's deeper.
Oh, that's fire.
Fly right through your speakers, full of water keepers, where the water's deeper. Digital dolphins, fly right through your speakers. All my dolphins digital, we keep our ocean livable. Survival is so critical, our time is up, it's pivotal. We gotta save the dolphins now before they all go digital. We gotta save the dolphins now before they all go digital. Dolphins, we keeping the water safe. But swimming and fishing is part of our office space. Even for drinking on hotter days in the 305, raising 100K. Get you a dolphin as long as the office stays. Keeping it moving cause we do not stop for delays. Running Web3, this is not a relay. All my dolphins digital, we keep our ocean livable.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, I heard the whole thing. Damn. And it's just as fire as that 30 seconds goes all the way through. It's fire all the way through.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
No doubt. No doubt.
Chris Ortiz, it takes a lot to put yourself out there with creative work. Respect that. Rap it, big dog.
Heck yeah. Shout out, man. Thank you so much for the support, for the love. Chaka, man, thank you for having me on this show, giving me a chance to really highlight the digital dolphins, put it out there to the world that we are trying to save our oceans. It is for the water keepers preservation. That is the biggest partnership we have. At the end of our mint out, our goal is 100K. We want to donate $100,000 towards the water keepers preservation.
And water keepers preservation, can you speak on that a little bit? Like what is the water keepers?
Yeah, of course. So they're basically helping Miami, but there's I think 9 of them located in Florida right now for water restoration centers. So the water preservation water keepers are a huge center. They've already been on the news. They've already partnered with the mayor in Miami as well, and basically got huge funding and grants and stuff towards the cause already. So it's not like this cause is in any grave danger. This cause is being supported heavily. However, like I was saying before, with one person, that trash always comes back. So we need as many people as we possibly can helping to support this water keepers preservation movement, so that this ocean here down in Florida can really start to look a little bit better. Because in all honesty, I'm a little disappointed with how bad it's gotten. I personally would rather go to Miami to go to the water, because even the waters here in my local area aren't quite as up to par as the water down there in Miami.
Yeah. So we've touched on the utilities a little bit, but there's a lot of utilities that come with this. And if you're going to Miami, this is a whole vacation. This is a whole vacation wrapped up. Like you got limos. You're getting a discount on limos.
Discounted limo rates, discounted restaurant packages, discounted club access and VIP bottle service. So we're trying to give back to our holders in the biggest way possible. Like I said, we want you guys to not just feel like a VIP, but feel the luxury and feel the love when you're out here rocking with the pod. Man,
that's awesome. So you got the water keepers. What is Sudsies? Is it
Sudsies? Right? They're gonna be like this right here. The guys that make our hoodies and stuff. They're our merch drop. So they are amazing at rocking with the merch, and they're just man, what they do is like for like cleaning and dry cleaners and stuff. If you have really expensive clothes, it's the best place to go to get your stuff dry cleaned and like washed and prepped and ready for like a professional event. But also if you have hoodies like this and merch like that is like needed to be cleaned, and you're afraid that it may get worn or damaged while being clean, Sudsies, like I said, they take very good care of everything, and they make sure to clean it at the best quality.
Cool. Nice. Yeah, when I was doing the video, I looked at Sudsies. I was like, I'm not sure what that is, because I'm not familiar with Miami, and yachts also. Yacht rentals?
We're working on the yacht partnerships. We're working on our Airbnb partnerships, and we're also working on private jet partnerships, so we can offer discounted travel rates as well. Damn,
private jet too. I mean, that's the way to do it. Step off the private jet.
So those are all things in the works right now. We got our
Okay.
CEOs, Thomas and Noah, both working really hard in the back end. They are full-time students in college. So right now that's pretty much their main focus, which is why I've took the helm as the community manager to help raise awareness, to help push the project forward, while they're working on their schoolwork. So with their help, we're getting these huge partnerships on the back end, and it's allowing us to continue to expand our horizons and find new community members and find new ways of giving back to the community.
Nice. And this 3% exotics, that's something else that's in the works also. It looks like it's like
Correct.
cars and
Yeah, that one's not finalized yet, I don't think. But we're working on that as well, and that's going to be an exotic brands shop as well.
oh man, that's awesome.
And that's all, and that's all local. That so as I wanted to touch on, for everybody that's watching, for anybody that is not located in Miami, yes, we definitely want you guys to come out here, party it up with us in Miami. We're working on the travel expenses as well, like I just said, to help get you guys here is the most affordable way possible. And then in addition to getting you guys here, partying it up with us, we're working on expanding our outbound. We want to outsource. We want to get some utility outside of Florida. We want to make sure that we can offer gym memberships to people outside of our area. So gyms like Planet Fitness that's more regularly known, that we could offer discounted rates to would be awesome. So we're really looking into future partnerships with things that are more branded outside of just Florida.
Nice. And you got let's see, Stancy Joseph, are you getting my transport free? And then we got Shama says, I'm in Orlando. You can give me an Uber.
Let's go. We can get that limo. That limo will get sent their discounted rate, man. You can get a limo from O-Town all the way to Miami.
There you go. All right, so let's talk about the team a little bit. It looks like they got a pretty big team. Do you keep in contact with the team and talk to them at all?
Right now, the team, I don't know that is actually up to date at the moment.
Oh, okay.
All of the team has changed a little bit. The two main ones are Noah and Thomas. Yep, and then
Right
I believe the artist is still in there, I believe, and then I'm not aware of the other ones really. So I know there was supposed to be somebody on the helm for the Discord, and right now we're in the place of getting new management for the Discord, so that way once our holders are jumping into the Discord, there's somebody there to meet them, greet them, and help them along with their journey.
Nice. Do you know anything about the artist? Is it Ermil or Ermil?
Yeah, that's currently the artist getting us all of our awesome Christmas flyers. We also got a new flyer for Christmas that we're going to be dropping for everybody to check out. So now that I'm able to be at the helm, I'm able to give some artist insight. And that's how I use my music. That's how I market myself. I'm looking to help with the marketing and help with the branding of this project, because the initial person who was in charge, they just kind of left the reins on both the Discord and the Twitter at the same time. So it was kind of like everything just kind of fell short. I had to come in there, clutch play, catch it, bring it to the end zone, and bring it back to home base so people can really absorb the project, understand it, jump on board, and get to push it together.
Oh, there you go. So whereabouts are you guys? Is this roadmap still what you guys are going off of, or is that going to be updated also?
That will also be updated. We have to update it because of the partnerships. Our partnerships continue to grow literally by the day. So a lot of the partnerships aren't even listed on there yet. We want to make sure everything is listed on there so that when we do have our new holders jump into the Discord or jump into the website, they can see everything that they're able to go right there and have access to.
Cool. And then the Discord, everything will be down below in the description. If you guys want to join, check it out. Let's see, we got the Holders Lounge. What is this Holders Lounge? So is this, you got to be a holder, I take it, to join this. Do you know anything about the Holders Lounge?
That's a good question. I don't know if I've ever went there on my phone. Let me see.
I'm assuming it's just like a private area, a little private club for the holders, probably.
It might actually be for like the if there's not a merch spot on there, that would be for the merch, I believe, the exclusive merch spot. But let me go in there and double check that for you because I haven't actually looked at that.
Oh, okay, cool. You guys got merch too.
Yes. Okay, that's the merch page. All right, so yeah, let me go see what this Holders Lounge is all about.
And the merch looks good too, with the digital Dolphins logo on there.
I can't wait till they get the new stuff too, because what they have right there, I'm wearing the pink one, but they ran all out of that aqua one, and that aqua one just reminds me of my phrase where I'm always like, water. it literally looks like water.
So A-Rock says it's a private lounge.
Yeah, private lounge. I'm still trying to access it. I don't know if it's my phone.
She is coming in clutch.
Yeah, definitely.
She's coming in clutch, dude.
Well, those are all things. Basically, since I've been managing the community, I've just been going from one thing to the next, and I would say rebuilding, and that would be what the proper term would be. Even the actual Twitter account itself, we went from being Digital Fins to Digital Fins NFT, and the reason for the rebranding was just to start fresh, start from the ground base, and build the foundation with all organic and genuine engagement.
Yeah, and so that is the Digital Dolphins page, but also I want to throw up your YouTube channel here. This is Chris Cray's YouTube channel. It's at Chris Cray. I'll go ahead. This is also going to be in the description down below. And I seen that what is the radio station down there in Miami?
Oh, 99.7 to Heat Miami. And we'll be putting the Digital Dolphins NFT anthem on there pretty soon as well. In addition, I'll be doing an iHeartRadio interview to showcase the Digital Dolphins as well.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
When is that going to be?
The iHeartRadio interview is going to be next month, just with the holidays. I usually do one at the end of the month, but because Christmas coming right to the end of the month, we figure New Year's is right after. We'll wait till New Year's, and then we'll get back on the air.
Oh, that's awesome, man. So, I mean, anything else you'd like to go over with Digital Dolphins? I mean, we went over kind of the basics. Anything else you'd like to let us know? I do got some questions about the music side of stuff, but
Sure. For anybody that wants to tap in on the Twitter, as I said, guys, it's Digital Fins NFT. We run Twitter Spaces every Marine Mammal Monday, Wavy Wednesday, and Fun Fin Friday. You guys can tap in. We've got live music, we've got freestyles, we've got beats, instrumentals. We also drop alpha on when we're having new IRL events, when we're having pop-ups, even merch drops. And we also try to do some giveaways in there as well, guys. So please jump into the Digital Dolphins Twitter Spaces, check those out. And if you haven't already, check out Chris Cray. You can Google the name, CRISCRAY. You can find me on the first page of Google and check out all my music on all streaming platforms. You can find us anywhere.
Nice, man. And then also I see right here you can donate to the Miami Waterkeeper just from the website.
Yes, a direct donation in case anybody was worried that, okay, my funds may not make it directly to the Waterkeepers. You can donate directly.
And we got Crypto Surfer in the chat representing Volt, Chaka Crypto, Volt Army pulling up. What's up? I appreciate you showing up.
And then also with that link, the most important part about that link is that if you're not a holder of a wallet, if you don't own an NFT, or you're not looking to own NFTs, you can still donate to the cause and help the movement.
Oh, nice. Yeah. And it looks really simple. Just click on the link, pick how much you want to pay, and that's it.
Yeah, it's nice. Super easy.
Cool, man. Now, about the music side of stuff, give us the background on that. I mean, how did you get into hip hop? What brought you to that? My son, he's 16 years old. He started creating hip hop, and I understand you know, he makes his music on stuff that goes on in high school, so I can tell how his day is by the songs that he makes. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
I found out he broke up with his girlfriend through his music. I was like, oh, come here. I'm sorry, buddy. What got
That's
you?
that's hilarious.
Yeah. So what brought you into hip hop?
Initially, I could go all the way back to my childhood and say that what initially drove me into hip hop was probably at the early age having to deal with my parents getting divorced. It was like I needed something to kind of find like a happy place or a getaway. But in turn, let me in turn. There's an interjection in this. I found out that hip hop was violent. It was angry, and it wasn't really a place for calming. So,
Mhm.
with that being said, as I continue to absorb, listen, learn, and progress with my own music, I found that the music I wanted to hear I could actually make. And so I was looking to basically make music that would help me and help me through my own therapeutic process, help me to deal with my stress, my trauma, my PTSD, my anxiety, depression, anything else that I deal with on a daily basis. My music is my therapeutic home base. My music is where I can find closure. My music is pretty much my backbone and what wakes me up every single day. It's like my alarm clock. So I continue to do music to help save others because music for me, it actually saved my life. I was going down a path early at about 16, 17, where I was really, really heavily involved um, in activities that I shouldn't have been.
Okay.
And with that being said, I experienced incarceration at an early age, right when I turned 18, and I got to learn what the uh what was the right word, what would happen, what were the consequences of my
Mhm.
actions of venturing down that path. And I learned that the path was easily ventured down because of all the media, of all the mainstream marketing and all the commercialized marketing pushing young kids down a path of violence, a path of, you know, the streets and drugs and all those dangerous things that trouble our youth. And that's why I started to create the spiritual hip hop movement. And what that spiritual hip hop movement is, it is that therapeutic process for you to help understand that you are in control of all these decisions you make. You are in control of your journey. You are in control of all the love around you, and you have to make that choice. You are the one in control and no one else. And so at an early age, I didn't know that. I didn't let myself make the choice. I let other people make the choices for me, and that's what put me in the position I was in. So that's what I'm trying to teach kids at an early age, to make that choice first. Don't let anyone make that choice for you. And with my music, if you're dealing with something that, you know, the loss of a loved one, the loss of a friend, if you're dealing with, you know, stress, anxiety, you can't sleep, insomnia, those are all things I tackle inside my music. So I really give something for everyone to relate to, but also I give something for everyone to feel comfortable with as well.
Man, that's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I did have another question. Like, I know that you do interviews. Like you were saying, you're getting ready to do an iHeartRadio. Since you started doing music,
Mhm.
your first interview, how was that? Your very first interview.
Woo.
How did that go? How did that make you feel, man? Because that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that first interview at House of Hits Miami, that interview was so emotional. That interview was groundbreaking for all the artists that were there because, mind you, I was actually like the oldest person there, and I don't think about these things because I do it out of the love. I don't think about the time that I've put into it all the time. But yeah, most of the time I'm 15 years ahead of most of these guys, and I've already made most of the mistakes that they're going to make coming up, and I can help to keep them from making those mistakes and divert
Yeah.
them to a better plan or a better path. But yeah, that first interview, I definitely was hit with some questions that I hadn't prepared for, that were a little bit more emotional and close to home. And when I was able to speak that into the existence and speak that and manifest it for all those at home to watch, to listen, and to, to absorb, I was really, really jaw dropped of what the movement was able to do. Everyone in the studio was in tears. Everybody in the studio wanted to give me a hug after the interview, and it was beautiful. It was what I've worked over 15 years plus with A-Rocks to accomplish in the last 5. So literally in the 15 years I've been making music, since I've been with A-Rocks, the last 5, we've accomplished and broke down barriers and doors that I would have never thought possible.
Yeah, I saw a small clip on that, and I thought it was a beautiful moment, man, because I really related, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that related to that interview and just your music. I'm sure you got a lot of people that really relate, and that's why I think that's why it just instantly I was like, boom. Well, first of all, the your freestyle was fire. That's how I even heard of it. Checked out the Digital Dolphins anthem, and then I went and checked out your music and dug a little deeper, and I was like, man, this is really relatable. I really feel it. Now you say you bring the spiritual vibe with it. What is that all about? Like, is that you kind of pretty much explained it, but that's your thing. You bring the spiritual vibe.
Well, to go more into depth, even into I guess what we could call the science behind spiritual.
Mhm.
When we're in the studio, we try to make sure the mixing behind not just the vocals, the stems, the beat, everything, it all matters. So when you're mixing these things to an industry standard, you're able to feel the vibrations, you're able to feel the frequencies. We change the hertz, we change everything to a certain key, whether it be 432, whether it be 548, but different hertz that are unique to the brain, unique to the ear, that are able to give you comfort, that are able to give you joy, and that are able to help uplift your own current vibration. So if you're at a lower frequency, if you're somebody that's not quite as active, or if you're somebody that doesn't really listen to music that's even active, when you hear one of my songs, it is grasping because it's not that regular sound. When you hear and you're not sure what to expect, so it draws you in. And then once you're drawn in, I'm able to give you that love, I'm able to give you that compassion, that emotion, and that raw uncut talent mixed with the story that people are just, either it touches their heart, their soul, their mind, and they feel, like you said, relatable to it.
Nice. And then I got Shaman says, I'm not quite sure what these numbers mean. Do you? He says 432-528-963. Is that the
Yep, those are the spiritual hertz. Those are the frequencies of which you can find peace, happiness, love, and pretty much ground yourself to focus and to get things done in a real timely fashion. I mean, if you use those hertz to your advantage, there's a lot that can be done with them. And when I say that, I mean in a positive manner. You can use those hertz and those sounds and those frequencies to get out of bed in the morning, to work out, to create, to do so many things that people haven't quite understood yet. And as A-Rocks and myself always say, anybody is welcome in this spiritual movement. Anyone is welcome in this spiritual journey. It's come as you are. We accept all and anyone who want to be a part of this, who want to be helped, who want to be saved, and who want to be loved, and to feel that they are not alone.
man? I'm digging this whole thing. I appreciate you jumping on here. I got to know since you've started doing music and doing interviews, but what is your favorite? What is your most memorable moment up to right now? What is something you can look back and be like, oh man, that was it right there. When it comes to the music part.
It's kind of crazy because this year has been filled with those moments.
Yeah.
And when I say filled with those moments, I mean, I never would have thought to look back in just 1 year's time of putting in a lot of really, really good work and smart work, because you can work hard or you can work smart. Lately, we've been doing both. We've been working extremely hard, but the knowledge behind the work we're putting in is getting the right things accomplished and the right doors open. So I would have to say my most favorite moment would probably meeting DJ Khaled and being able to converse with him, to sit down and to actually absorb some knowledge from him as well. And when I told him that I'm creating a spiritual movement, no, that I created a spiritual movement to help our youth and to help the generations to pass and come, uh, he was so baffled that he really was at loss for words in a sense. But he did have things to say to me that were uh, they were very motivating, and they were very surprising to hear from somebody in a position like his. So I'm just going to use the words that, you know, he gave me as motivation to never stop with my movement. But in addition, like, I mean, meeting Jadakiss was really, really a great moment as well. You know, and meeting some of the other artists in my hip hop industry was just wicked. It's wicked to connect with people who have already achieved what I'm looking to achieve, and then want me to achieve even greater.
Nice. And I'm not getting off the subject on Digital Dolphins. I'm giving the people more context and just showing your work ethic, what got you here. Because now this is the man that is representing Digital Dolphins. It's just it's you know
Yes.
what I mean. There's a science to my madness. Uh, now, as far as collaborations go, have musically have you collaborated with anybody or plans on collaborating with anybody?
My future collaboration plans, and now are we talking about Web 2 artists or Web 3 artists?
Oh, either one.
Either. Okay. My personal favorite Web 3 artist to collab with currently and right now would be Violetta and Sammy Ariga. Both of them are amazing at what they do. Their craft is so locked in, and they give back to all their holders in such a great deal that it just, I can take note of it as an artist and apply it to my own craft as well. So definitely want to thank them for what they've already done, the groundwork they've set for Web3 artists. I would love to collab with them sometime in the near future. And for Web2 artists, I would probably have to say like Adele and Billie Eilish. Those would be my first two that I would try to collab with.
Oh man, Adele or Billie Eilish, that would be sick. That would be
Yep.
sick. That
Uh,
make that happen. If somebody's watching this, let's make that happen. Damn.
make that happen, baby. Hey, hey.
Nah, I appreciate you coming on here. I appreciate you giving us a little bit of your background. That shows a lot. That and the Digital Dolphins is fire. It's a project that I really like. I wouldn't have a project on here that I'm not interested in, but this one right here, eh, it's a lot. Have you guys talked to another project that I like is Reef Pets? Have you ever had a
Yeah,
conversation
Reef
with Reef
Pets is
Pets?
great. I love Reef Pets. We actually just connected this month, and during our spaces that we've connected, we're already planning some really cool things for the future. What we would call, you know, a special club
Mhm.
of projects working together to save the world. A secret, you know, organization of NFT communities coming together for a greater cause, and that's all future things to come.
Nice, man. Well, I appreciate everything. We're pushing about an hour. I don't want to keep you too long. Is there anything that you'd like to touch on or say before we sign out here?
Yeah, sure. Shaka, man, I want to thank you for giving us this platform, for giving us this opportunity, and for this time. It's been awesome, man. I definitely love what you got going on here. Anybody who has not been on Chakraverse needs to tap in, because this is the spot. This is where you get to really put on for your team, your community, and anything that you're supporting. This is the spot to come talk about it and air it out. I got my music video Third Eye dropping next year. I have the preview to Third Eye to my pinned tweet on my page. That music video we will be dropping on all streaming platforms, meaning that's something different that nobody's done yet. When you drop a video, it cannot just be on YouTube. You'll be able to find it on actual streaming platforms like Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, and much more. So these are new distribution capabilities that we're using this year. We're able to drop at an extensive rate and keep people on engaged, keep people on board. So I don't just have that coming. There's plenty more. We've got House of Hits interview, like we were just talking about. If you guys haven't checked in, go tap in on that Radio Pushers House of Hits interview. Make sure you guys watch the whole thing. It'll have you crying by the end. I promise. It is such a great interview to watch. In addition, you know what I'm saying? Everybody out there at home, go support the Digital Dolphins movement, tap in, go check out the Water Keepers, see what we're doing on a global scale. We're trying to save the world. We're trying to save the ocean. And we're trying to change what it is to be an NFT project in Web3.
Nice, man. And I appreciate you jumping on. And I'd love to have you back for any updates or just to hang out. You just want to hang
Heck
out,
yeah, man.
and do something on whatever, and hang out on YouTube. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate you. But yeah, dude, you're always welcome back. Just to chill, you know what I mean?
Most definitely. Thank you so much, Chaka. Have a wonderful night, man. Everybody out there at home, big love. Thank you guys for tuning in. Everybody in the comments, man, check out all the new music. Check out the Digital Dolphins. Go mint one at half price while the holiday special lasts. Stuff it in your little wallet. You know what I'm saying? That's your little stocking. Put it right in there and get your dolphin. Let's go. Hey,
Yes, sir. On that note, we'll see you guys. You guys all have a good one. Later.
Take it easy, guys.